Peace, family. We back at it again. I just saw this video come across my timeline. I've been hearing about them going at it. Young Pharaoh, Nature Boy going at it. I don't really mess with neither one of them, but this shit got kind of deep. I want to see what this is about. I don't really like Young Pharaoh that much. He be on some pseudo stuff, and you already know the dude over on the left, Nature Boy, been having some pedophile tendencies and whatnot. I don't really deal with none of that fake pseudo knowledge, but we're going to see what's going on with this, because this is real life stuff. People having STDs and AIDS and whatnot. So let's see what's going on, man. Let's do some objective, critical thinking here. Let's go.
Let me get this straight. So number one, you want me to stop spreading STDs?
Yes, that's the primary thing.
Okay, so if you want me to stop spreading STDs, can you yourself prove that I have STD?
Did you not admit that you came in contact with a woman who has herpes? Did Velvet not say she got herpes? Yes or no? Velvet said that.
Okay.
The dude behind you said he got herpes too. So if y'all all having sex with each other, is that not spreading STDs? If you said out your mouth that not only Serenity came over there with HIV, but that you have had multiple encounters with partners who
off a break, that's facts. If you out here claiming you get STDs and y'all having sex, y'all spreading that shit. That's just facts.
HIV. Mike Brown, who is your ex-lover, allegedly has HIV, and we can see right now on your entire hairline, you're having symptoms of seborrheic dermatitis. Listen, go like this on your edge up and come.
Oh yeah, this is seborrheic. This is seborrheic.
That is a symptom of HIV.
No, it's not.
Look, I got the post you post like this on your edge up and come.
Oh yeah, this is seborrheic. This is seborrheic.
That is a symptom of HIV.
No, it's not.
Okay, now we're making claims. Now we got to bring out the sources. We all know that the conscious community, elevated people, y'all want to love to bring out the sources. Let's see what we got now. We making claims. Now we're going to have to break it down.
Look, I got the post you posted, Nature Boy. Okay. You went to medical. Look. You went to medical. You went to web medical. You went to webmd.com and you posted half the post. This is what you screenshotted. But if you would have never cropped out the bottom, you can clearly see down here it says AIDS. Now,
all right, listen. Hold on.
Wait. You said in this comment. Hold on. You said in this comment. You said wait. I'm gonna let you finish. Listen. You said in this comment right here. You said every time I took the silly test, it was negative. I guess I'm not one of those that stress a lot. So my body does. You said so my body doesn't let off antigens and proteins that cause the HIV. So according to you, you don't stress. So some of the causes. Wait. I'm not done. So some of the causes of seborrheic dermatitis is stress. That's not you because you claim you don't stress.
You're not letting me talk.
Yeast is not you. Wait. I'm finna stop now. Yeast is not you because you claim you're alkaline.
Going to stop.
Cold. I'm finna stop right now. I promise. Cold and dry weather is not you because you in the tropics. The next thing down that you cropped out is AIDS. And so with that being said, you are
okay. Wait. Let me say something.
Go ahead.
Are you saying that I have AIDS?
I'm saying that you are showing signs of HIV and on its way to AIDS.
Wait, which one? Wait. Let me ask you this. Which one? HIV or AIDS?
You are on your way to AIDS, Nature Boy. Right now, I believe, due to evidence presented by you out of your mouth, that you have HIV.
The article that you pulled up, it said AIDS.
And
so that would mean if I had this,
no,
that would mean I have.
That's a good point right there. Very, very meticulous, but that's a very good point.
AIDS. And AIDS.
And
so that would mean if I had this,
no,
that would mean I have AIDS.
Okay, read this, Nature Boy. Read this and tell me what this says. Because you know how to read. You're not dumb. You know how to read because I'm not going to play with you. You said you have seborrheic dermatitis. What does this say? It says, among the general population, roughly 5% of people develop seborrheic dermatitis. However, seborrheic dermatitis affects 85 to 95% of patients with HIV and usually starts when their CD4 count, drops to 400 to 550 cells. And so now, why is this important? If you say that you have seborrheic dermatitis, if you saying that you have seborrheic dermatitis, listen, yes, I am.
You just gonna say whatever you gonna say.
Listen, I'm in if you're saying that you have seborrheic dermatitis, this means your cell count has to have dropped to at least 450 to 550
that's not what that
cells.
means.
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
That's not what that means, brother. That's where you confusing it at. You putting out some confusion. Now listen, we're gonna read that again. Can you pull it up right here? I'm gonna read it again for you. I'm gonna read it again because this is how you read. It's called reading comprehension. Watch this. Watch this.
I had a 98 in English comprehension.
Huh?
You said it's called.
Read it again because this is how you read. It's called reading comprehension. Watch this. Watch this.
I had a 98 in English comprehension.
Huh?
You said it's called reading comprehension. I said I had a 98% in English comprehension. I had a 98.
Yeah, reading comprehension, huh? We're about to find out because you're about to challenge it. Let's go.
But watch this. Watch this. This is what's wrong with your theory. First of all, you Googled, when you did that, you Googled seborrheic dermatitis HIV.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't Google that.
Well, what did you Google?
Dermatitis.
No, you did not.
Take the HIV out. Take the HIV out.
Take the HIV out.
Dermatitis.
All right. Now show me where that comes up at.
Now click on multiple of them. Click on multiple of them articles, and I'm gonna tell you which one to go to.
Okay. Now watch.
No. Click on the links. We're gonna go through the links.
I'm gonna click on the link right here. I'm gonna click on the link. Now watch this.
Which one did you just click on?
What is seborrheic dermatitis? Watch. Now give me a minute. Hold on. Watch this. Because I'll let you rock. I'll let you rock. You're not letting me rock. You're not letting me rock at all. You're not letting me rock at all. I'll let you rock.
Listen, I don't know which link.
My turn to rock. My turn to rock.
I'm letting
all right,
you rock.
Don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. I did not cut you off. I never cut you off. Now let me show you this. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. Pull up the HIV one again. I'm gonna show you.
You gotta watch out for body language, right? When you're dealing with people who debate, who has like a narcissistic type of, I'm always gonna win, or I gotta one up on you, I'm better than you type of stuff, like young Pharaoh got. Laughing is a very easy mechanism to notice when you're getting flustered or you're not very sure if you're really winning or not, or if you're going to win. You're just going off of instinct. So laughing is like a telltale sign of someone that is understanding, like, hey, maybe he might find something that I don't even notice. You got a peep game on that, people.
It's my turn to rock now. Because I let you rock. Come on, you got to be fair. You got to be fair. All right, now look. Now check this out. Seborrheic HIV. When you put HIV on seborrheic, this is when this comes up, what you just read. The 5%, right? This is when that comes up. It doesn't come up with the percentage in all of this that you just read unless you put seborrheic dermatitis HIV. It does not come up at all. Now, watch this. If you put up the regular seborrheic, this is what happens. This is what pops up. One of these websites right here, right? Now, peep game, watch this. What is seborrheic dermatitis? Seborrheic dermatitis is caused by stress. It says, we don't know exactly what causes seborrheic dermatitis, right? It seems to be a combination of things, including stress, genes, yeast, certain medical conditions, or cold or dry weather. Now watch this. On what you pulled up.
No. Go down. Because I just found the link where you at. Keep reading. Go down. Go to risk factors. Go here. No, go here. Keep reading, Nature Boy.
Right.
Because I just literally clicked through all the links.
These medical conditions can also raise risk in acne, AIDS, alcohol.
What does it say? What does it say for risk factors? Do you know what it says? A weakened immune system, such as in organ transplant recipients and people with HIV/AIDS. Keep reading.
And some cancers. Are you gonna keep reading? It says some cancers.
It also says HIV and AIDS.
Okay, now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch it. What's the way? All right, now watch this. The one you pulled up and got all over line is this. Watch this. Now, this is what somebody with HIV, with seborrheic, this is what an HIV patient looks like with seborrheic, with what you're talking about. This is the HIV, when you got seborrheic dermatitis and HIV, my face would look like that.
No, I actually know, because this is a black person right here that got seborrheic dermatitis, and they got the same as you.
Exactly, but they don't have HIV. That's not an HIV patient.
Yes, they do.
This is an
yes,
HIV.
They do.
Yo, listen, this is an HIV.
All right, so what y'all got to realize here is that young Pharaoh is confusing the fact that these diseases are separate and one can cause the other. Doesn't mean that if you have one of them that you have the other. So he is assuming that because the nature boy dude got the severe dermatologist or whatever the hell you call it, all because he has that he must have HIV or AIDS. But nature boy is saying, no, I have, surgical dermatitis or whatever the hell he said, man. You know what I'm saying? He got that, but he doesn't have AIDS. And with AIDS can cause you to have it, but it doesn't mean that you have to have AIDS to have the dermatitis. You gotta pay attention.
Be patient. Look, it says HIV AIDS dermatologist.
Do you not have
this? Is an HIV patient. Bruh, listen to what I'm saying.
Is this not somebody
that's not a person that has HIV? Show me that that's a person that has HIV.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Show me that person right there has HIV.
Are you serious? Look at these hairlines.
No, I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Notice he's asking a logical question, and all young Pharaoh could say is, are you serious? Are you serious? Because there's no facts behind it. He can't have anything to back it up. It becomes filibustering.
Now, click on the link. Click on that link.
Are you serious? Okay, let's click on the link. Let me go to the one I just had.
This link right here shows somebody with HIV AIDS that has this. And this is what they're talking about that you get when you have AIDS.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Like, if I had
dermatology.
Let me get it, because I let you get it. Let me get it. All right, now, this is what my face would look like if I had it and I had AIDS. That's what I would start to look like if I had it and had AIDS. Now, here's the problem with it. Check this out. On this thing, it says, among the general population, roughly 5% of people develop seborrheic dermatitis, right? Now, 5% of the general population is what? Can you pull it up? What is the general population number? The general population number is 915 million people live in the general population. Watch this. Right here. General population of the United States of America. What was it, 300?
Well, this is the recent one, 325 million.
Still, it's 16,285,000.
The 5%.
Is that the number right here? America?
Yeah, that's the new number. It's 325 million.
Okay, so that's 2017, right? So that's more. So what is 5% of the 325 million people? That's 16 million people. 16 million people. Now watch this. Among the general population.
Hold on 1 sec. Listen, don't hang up. Don't hang up.
Let me get it.
Go ahead.
Watch this. Among the general population, roughly 5% of people develop seborrheic dermatitis. Right? 5% of the population makes 16 million people. That's 16 million people, Aki. Now watch this. If you said you had a 90% reading comprehension, right? It's a period right there. It says, however, seborrheic dermatitis affects 85 to 95% of patients with HIV, not 85 to 95% of 16 million people. It says it affects 85 to 95 of patients with HIV. That does not say 85 to 95% of the 5%, which is 16 million people. And this is the problem with this thing right here. This is what I'm saying. Because we could pull that up.
Now, what you just realized is that the reading comprehension that Nature Boy just did was actually pretty true. You gotta break that down and actually read what it says and not just skim through that stuff like young Pharaoh just did. That's a point for Nature Boy right there. That's disgusting for me to say, but damn it, it's true.
Can you pull this up, please?
Okay. No. Let me finish though. Let me finish my argument because you're not letting me finish before you make your point. You're not letting me finish, bro.
I'm not saying anything. Go ahead.
You are. You're showing something that's distracting my point, which is not fair.
Listen, You don't have to pay
You're
attention
showing
to
something
my
that no. I'm not done. Don't cut me off, Pharaoh. Let me finish my point because I got to make my point, and then you make your point. You got to be fair about it.
I'm not saying nothing.
All right. So, among general population, roughly 5% of people develop seborrheic dermatitis. That's 16 million people of 5%. It does not say 85 to 95% of the 5% of the people that have seborrheic dermatitis have HIV. That is not what that is saying. If you look closely, it's a period there. It says, however, seborrheic dermatitis affects 85 to 95% of patients with HIV. That does not mean that's 85, 95% of the 5%, which is 60 million people. That means that these are patients. These are people that are taking medication that are highly stressed. And their HIV is not giving them seborrheic dermatitis. Dermatitis is a part of stress of having HIV. That's what that is saying. That means if you tested positive for HIV and you are a patient, because of the stress levels, you would have seborrheic dermatitis. Seborrheic dermatitis does not an indicator that you have HIV. So you're reading it wrong. You're reading completely wrong.
Damn, young Pharaoh just got smashed off that real quick. That was easy work right there. And anybody who's saying that doesn't even make sense is crazy right now.
And I know you see that now.
Okay, now listen. That point you made is refuted by a medical doctor named Pareskavi Shatsikanawu. Now, according to medical doctor Pareskavi Shatsikanawu, he says seborrheic dermatitis is an early and common skin manifestation in HIV patients. Now,
seriously, young Pharaoh. Seriously, he still don't get it. You're listening to respond instead of listening to understand. You're making a fool of yourself. He literally just said that.
It is important.
Right.
If you have
right.
that. Also, it says when to see a doctor. When to see a doctor. Whether you are HIV positive or not, your doctor should evaluate any case of seborrheic dermatitis that does not respond to typical over-the-counter remedies. If you have HIV and have not started ART, it's important that you do so immediately. Okay? Current U.S. guidelines recommend starting ART at the time of diagnosis.
Now watch this.
Now watch this. Listen.
Now wait. Let me respond to that. Watch, because you didn't even let me finish. I wasn't finished my point because you're not letting me go. You're going, but you're not letting me go. Watch this. The common cold. If we put common cold.
Notice the laughing. He thinks he got something going, but he's nervous.
HIV is attached to every common sickness. Name one common sickness. Name a common sickness. We can pull up asthma, HIV and asthma. There's association with asthma. There's an association with HIV with every common sickness, whether that be sickle cell, whether that be, if you put HIV on the side, you can pull up anything, any kind of common sickness, and it will be related to HIV. Now, pull up anything like dry eyes, and you put HIV by it, it's going to pull up knowledge about how AIDS and HIV is affecting the eyes. And then, okay, any sickness, whether that's common colds, anything, a common cold. We went through a whole list earlier. Hair loss. Go to hair loss. Symptoms of runny nose, HIV. Anything you put to HIV is going to show you some kind of, now watch this, regardless of whatever it is, I don't care if you have an itchy or hair loss is a common effect of the early sign. I don't have hair loss, but anything that you have, a common cold, if you put HIV by it in Google, hair loss, HIV, if you put HIV, you're going to find something related to that sickness in HIV. Point blank.
If you noticed in the chat, it said, bro, he does have a point. I mean, it's real, man. He got a damn point. And young Pharaoh just is getting lost in the world right now.
Now, when you buy it in Google, hair loss, HIV, if you put HIV, you're going to find something related to that sickness.
Look, it says, bro, he got a point.
HIV. Point blank, period. Now, when you look at it by itself, if you pull up hair loss by itself, then you're not going to see that. But with seborrheic dermatitis, it shows. Now, It's something that comes up when you're stressed. If someone tells you that you have HIV, of course you're going to be under stress.
You said you wasn't stressed.
It's something that happens to people when they're under stress. But does that mean and look, when you Google it, this is what pops up right here, bro. When you Google seborrheic dermatitis, this picture pops up. It says it is a skin disease. It is a common skin disease. A common skin disease that causes red, itchy, red scalp. And look, what you're saying is if somebody has cradle cap, if a baby has cradle cap, or if somebody has this condition, it says right here, treatable by medical professionals. Everything. So if you're saying when it comes to HIV, it says, however, seborrheic dermatitis affects 85 to 95% of patients with HIV, right? But 16 million people develop seborrheic dermatitis that don't have HIV. So that means just because somebody has seborrheic dermatitis, that doesn't mean that they have HIV. You could goddamn have a common cold. That doesn't mean you have HIV. You can have asthma. That doesn't mean you have HIV. But if you put HIV by it, if you put HIV by anything in the world, you're gonna, guess what? Point blank period, it's gonna pop up. Runny nose, dry eyes, hair loss, any cold feet, arthritis. If you put arthritis and put HIV by it, because this is how y'all found what y'all found. You had to put arthritis, you had to put HIV by it. Now, HIV is a hoax. Because when they're testing and pull up what they're testing for, let's talk about HIV for a minute.
Can we be fair? Because no, I'm letting you talk, but you just been going for like a minute.
Now you was going when you was doing your three things. When you was doing your three things, you went hard body. You went hard body.
Listen. You.
I wanna address those things. I wanna address some of those things. I wanna respond.
We stay on the same topic.
I wanted to respond to some of the things that you said. I wanted to respond to some of the things you said and your three things of the reasons why you wanna ace me out, right? You said three things. You said a lot of shit in them three things that I'm trying to respond to in a little bit of a moment. You're not letting me respond to those to those things.
You getting ready to go into HIV as a hoax? We never got on is HIV a hoax or not. I'm just trying to make sure that you stay on the topic and don't go on and on and on for 30, 40 minutes and go into things that we're not discussing. Because I know, I remember
so
exactly
listen. Okay, so if 5% of the population, which is 16 million people that get seborrheic hermatitis, right? Dermatitis. If they get this condition, right? Are you telling me that 85 to 95% of those 16 million people are HIV positive?
What I'm telling you is this. You believe that stress in the mind is the origins of all disease. And so
that's a fact.
And so that's a fact. And so here's my thing. You also said out of your mouth, which I have the receipts right here I'm looking at. You said out of your mouth that you came in contact with multiple people who was allegedly positive with HIV. So this is what I'm saying.
That's not what I meant.
That's what you said. So now here's my question.
It's a lot of things that I said. Just like when I said I let my son.
I didn't cut you off. Come on, you didn't want me to cut you. Let me finish my question.
No, wait. But I'm trying to address what you're saying. I want people to understand.
Wait, if that's a fact, if the mind and stress is the origin of all disease, how do you believe that it's a possibility that you could have seborrheic dermatitis, but it's not a possibility that you could have HIV?
Because Pharaoh, first of all, I had this all my life.
Can be real. How one sickness can be real.
I had this all my life. Pharaoh, I had this all my life.
How can one sickness be real and another sickness?
I had this all my life. Bro, listen, let me tell you something. And I've had this all my life. I've been tested and came out negative every time I've been tested for the HIV virus. I have 4 beautiful children, healthy, beautiful children. Osiris, I had this before Osiris. I went to the hospital, had my children. Every woman I ever slept with should be HIV positive then, but they're not. No one that ever slept with me is HIV positive at all.
How you know that?
Because I know.
Is Mike Brown HIV
because I'm not
positive?
HIV
Is Mike
positive.
Brown HIV positive? Is Mike Brown HIV positive?
I'm telling you this.
Is Mike Brown HIV positive?
Bro, listen, I don't know what that man. That's that man's business. Listen to what I'm saying to you.
Together, and he's allegedly HIV positive.
Listen to what I'm saying to you.
And he's allegedly HIV positive.
Then you said Mike was my lover. Why would you ever say that, brother?
Because according to the picture y'all got together, plus the phone recording that we have him on, plus the text messages that Pocahontas said said that she seen you texting Mike Brown talking about.
Okay, so do you have those texts?
Yeah, so don't try to play me like that wasn't your lover.
Wait. So you trying to say Mike Brown is
picture of you in his
office? You trying to say Mike Brown is
and
my
he got a big ass picture. So are you telling me that Mike Brown was not sending you any?
Now it's time to show the receipts and stop talking. That's a lot of crazy shit that being said, man. Show them receipts.
From $5,000 to $10,000 every month for hush money. That he don't got a big ass picture of you in his office. That he don't allegedly got HIV and that you never text him talking about something. It's a rainy day and I'm just thinking of you and some other shit. And that somebody said they missed.
Yo, bro, let me ask you a question. No, that's a
fact.
You getting listen. This is what you doing, right? This is what you doing.
No, is that not a fact?
Let me hear you. It's not a fact.
That was your lover.
It's not a fact. That was your lover. It's not a fact. Let me explain now. Bro, let me talk to you real quick. So listen. At the end of the day, what you're doing is you're saying, am I gay or am I? Because I was.
No, I'm not asking you are you gay. I don't want you to worry about. I just asked you, have you ever had sexual contact with Mike Brown?
Listen to what I'm saying.
And he's HIV positive.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Don't put words in my mouth, though.
Do you have proof that he's HIV positive?
No, I'm asking you. Because that's what
Bruh,
listen,
show me the proof.
I don't have that man's medical record.
Show me the proof that Mike Brown is HIV positive.
Did y'all just not say that he would had HIV, but now he says he don't have no medical records? So you're talking out your ass? Come on, bro.
Show me the proof that I'm his lover. Show me the proof.
Okay, wait a minute. Is you gonna let me go to it?
I'm Mike Brown's lover.
I'm finna go to it right now. I'm going to it. So
Mike is like my fucking pops.
Okay,
Mike is like my fucking pops. All that you know, Mike is like my pops. So why was y'all texting each other talking about y'all missed the porn side, the porno side? Show me those text messages. I want to see the text messages, bro.
Oh my God.
I want to see those text messages.
Oh, so are you calling Pocahontas a liar?
How can you ask somebody if they're calling someone a liar if you got the receipts? If you got the text messages, he just literally asks you, show it to me, prove it. If it's that easy, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't even need to ask no other question. You just show the proof. You just show the receipts, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no bullshit. Just go ahead and show the receipts.
I'm calling Pocahontas a liar. If she told you that, I want to see those text messages.
Okay.
Bro, listen to me what I'm saying to you right now, bro. You telling me Mike is like that's like my pops, yo. It's like I don't have a lot of people in my life. Mike is like my family.
So do you normally take pictures with niggas like this? Because I don't think this is a picture that somebody
takes. That's my pops. That's like my pops.
Okay, why you...
The picture do look a little fugazi. But, I mean, the nature boy look a little feminine, but the other dude look like a regular dude, though. He might be gay or something like that. Who knows? But this photo definitely doesn't show or prove that they're both gay just because they're taking a picture close together, man. That's some stupid semantic bullshit that young Pharaoh's playing.
Face so close to his face.
Bro, that's...
Normally take pictures with niggas like this? Because I don't think this is a picture that somebody
takes. That's my pops. That's like my pops.
Okay, why your face so close to his face?
Bro, that's like my pops.
Okay.
Yo, the dude is like my pops.
And that's why he was secretly sending you money every month.
Bro, okay, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna chill. Hey, listen.
Because I'm chilling.
Because you're spreading lies, bro. You're spreading lies. That's like my pops, yo.
So what is she like to you?
He's like my pops.
What is she like to you then? Because this was from a 16-year-old, and she sent you a nude, and you said beautiful.
Bro, let me see that. Let me see that, bro. Let me see that. Let me see it.
So this
go up.
Not you.
Bro, show me that number. That's a look. I swear to God, on my sons and everything I love, I never sent that woman a picture of me ever. I got it in my messages.
No. This is not a screenshot of you sending her. This is her sending it to you.
She did send me that, but I never sent her.
So why did
me?
Okay, now listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said. Pause. Listen. You just said she did send me that, but like 10 seconds ago, you just said show me that number.
I can tell you what that picture is.
Wait. Listen to yourself. Slow down, because I don't want you to butcher yourself. Listen. You said first you denied it. You just said show me that number and show me that that's me. But then when I just said she sent this picture to you, you just said she did just send this picture to me, but I didn't send this picture to her.
No, I said I never sent a picture to her. Is what I said.
Listen. Now I just want to ask you.
I said I never sent a picture to her.
No, but she sent that picture to you, correct?
She definitely sent me a picture.
And why did you say beautiful, knowing that she was about 16?
Because what she sent me was beautiful. She sent me some
pictures of a nude. Pictures of a nude.
Bro, I'm gonna show you what she sent.
Where's the proof that that was a nude? All because it's blocked out? I'm not saying it's not a nude, but let's just be honest here and fair. If it's a nude, then yeah, it should be blocked out. But if it's not a nude and they blocked it out, then somebody's lying. The 16-year-old or young Pharaoh, one of them is lying or both of them lying. Because there's not proof that that's actually a nude, though. And we got to understand the laughing of young Pharaoh. We got to see it. His whole premise is fallen or thin at best. And he feels it. And Nature Boy over here just mad as hell, emotional as hell. Because, I mean, obviously, none of the stuff seems even logical.
You want to see what she sent me?
No, I don't want to see what she sent you. You better fucking.
Bro, I can pull it up. What she sent me, bro.
Nigga, I will cook out this motherfucking stream. I know.
Bro, I will never put no nudity on here. Listen.
Young Pharaoh, you're so pressed of not seeing the photo, but you just said that you know what she sent you. So how do you know what she sent you if you know that it's nudity? But you know what I'm saying? You're saying you really don't want to see it. You'll click out right now, but you know what she sent him. If it's a nude, that means you had to see it to make a point or make it a fact. So which one is it? Do you don't want to see nude photos of a 16-year-old, or you already did see it but you just don't want to see it again?
She sent me some earrings that she made for Eliana. They were blue earrings. I said they're beautiful. She blacked that out and tried to say that she sent me a new picture. That's fucking crazy, bro. She sent me some earrings that she said, well, she like these. I made some earrings. They were blue earrings and they had things dangling from them.
Okay, so if that's the case, why did you tell her that the devil was tempting you and that you got to think for beautiful women knowing that she was underage?
Bruh, what I told her is, you're underage. Don't ever send me anything sexually. The devil is trying to tempt me. I love beautiful women, but I know the laws and I know how they would try to get me caught up, is what I said. You understand? Because these women don't be looking their age. Listen, they don't be looking their age. So I asked her what her age was. It was 16. I said, yo, I don't even play that.
This is what you said. This is what you said.
Go ahead.
So were you not trying to groom her? You said
look at what the text says.
You said never speak with me.
Show the whole text.
I'm about to. Listen, I'm about to.
Show the whole text, bro.
I'm about to. Listen, I'm going to go from text to text. Listen, let me start here.
Let's show everything. Don't just show that.
I am trying to show. I am showing. Listen, look, I have both of them right here. You got to let me go to them. You said
show me the whole text. It didn't get to that. Listen, show me the whole text.
They are right here. Calm down.
Okay, well,
look, one and then two. We're going to go. Okay, the whole text is going to show like this. Look, the rest of it ends
all right,
let's
read everything out. Let's read everything out.
I'm about to. Can you calm down, please? May you calm down. May you calm down. May you calm down. May you calm down. Thank you very much.
When somebody is failing, yes, Nature Boy is getting excited. We get that, but he's trying to get to the truth. I can see what he's trying to do here, but I can also know when you're debating people would definitely tell you to calm down over and over just to get you more upset. Like they're trying to show you that, hey, you need to calm down. Like they're trying to tell you to do something, even though you know you probably should. But when they keep edging it on, calm down, they're trying to make you more pissed off because their argument is not getting across as they want it to be. They thought their argument was flawless or whatever the case may be, like it's 100% truth like Young Pharaoh claims he's doing, but it's not really piecing up into a nice little puzzle. It's not really coming down. So now he's coming to these mind games. Calm down.
You said we can talk to each other.
No, can you go up? Can we start up?
Listen.
Again, we got to understand that there's a reason why Young Pharaoh's not trying to read the whole thing. Why can't you just read the whole thing? If it's only 2 pictures, and it's a text message of in sequence. Why can't you read the whole thing in context? What are you trying to hide? What are you scared of? Show us the whole receipt, not half the receipt.
Okay, I'm gonna start right here for you.
No, let's go to the first text. The first text. The first
Oh
text.
my God! Listen, can you listen?
You have to go in order.
Can you calm down and let me read this?
All right.
Can you calm down and let me read it? Thank you very much. Calm down. Jesus Christ. Now, you said your channel name is spelled wrong, FYI.
No, go up further,
She said,
because I sent another one.
What you want to start right here?
No. When I asked her age. The first one, I asked her age.
Okay, let me go to it. Let me go to that. Stay calm. Wait a minute. I'm going to it. Stay calm.
See how he keeps saying stay calm? He's been scared to go to the text message that he wants to read, the beginning or whatever the case may be. He's been trying to get young Pharaoh to get to there, but young Pharaoh's been avoiding it. But he's trying to tell him to calm down, but he's the one avoiding the truth. You have to peep the game when you're dealing with master debaters, psychological warfare, like mindful games, these mind games that they play. They're trying to get you flustered, but they're trying to do their agenda at the same time.
I go on my other email. Okay, I'm going right here. Okay, so here she tells Ileana clearly that she's 16. What's your Babylon age reflection?
This is me.
16.
This is me she's talking to.
Okay, 16. So she told you she was 16. Now let me go back to what I was doing. Okay.
No. What did I say after that? What did I say? Go ahead. Go back.
You see how he just did that? He skipped over the part again that Nature Boy wants him to read. Why are you trying to be so quick to get back to your point and evade everything that this man is saying? If you got the truth and nothing but the truth, you shouldn't have to worry about nothing that the other person is saying. Because whatever they're saying is going to be BS or lies. So what are you scared of?
No. Let's go back to that.
Okay, cool. I don't do the underage thing.
Reflection. And then what I say after that?
Okay, now let me listen. You gotta
No. Go back. See what I'm saying?
I'm going back. You have to let me hop.
Bro, go back and show the people the truth.
Do you understand? I have to hop through my email.
No, show people the truth, Val. Show people the truth. They watching you. Show them the truth.
Do you not see me going back and forth to these images?
Bro,
He's not even asking you to go back and forth to the images. He's asking you to continue on the same image that you were on and read the whole thing. That's all he's asking you to do. And for some reason, even if you got the truth, young Pharaoh, for some reason, why can't you just do a simple thing like that, bro? Come on, people. Let's just use our thinking caps, man. That's just crazy.
Show them the truth, bro.
Listen,
Show the people the
I
truth.
have to open my folders up. You're not giving me time.
Oh, you're not going to let me finish reading?
You're not going to let me go to the other clip so we can
Wow.
Are you not gonna let me go to the other?
You're not gonna finish.
Listen, let me tell you something. For one, you gotta stay calm if you want me to stay on here. For two, if you had that, you would have posted it yourself. Now for three, let me ask you a question. Listen, let me say this real quick.
Yo,
because I don't mind talking to you.
Don't try to change the subject.
No, I'm not changing the subject.
You're gonna switch your rule. Can we get back to the subject? Let's stay focused.
Listen, I'm not changing the subject, but I have to say this. I'm talking to you, right?
While I'm talking to you,
stay calm. Stay calm. While I'm talking to you, I think it's disrespectful if people in the background ad-lib. And I say that to say this, because if I curse one of them out, they're going to be upset. So I ask that you just tell your tribe.
Notice how emotional young Pharaoh is. You can see people in the chat saying, look how young Pharaoh got the composure. He's telling, and that's another thing about telling somebody else to calm down, because they're trying to make you look like you're the one that composed. You're the one who's not, faltered by the information that's coming out. But what, as you can tell, is that his exterior might look calm, but how the hell you thinking about somebody in the background of Nature Boy talking about, I'm going to cuss them out? Because you know why? Because all that anger is built up inside, and he's not showing it. But when other people start, making noise in the background, that's going to trigger him, because he can't take none of that, man. He's effeminate, man. He's emotional. And you can tell. This is why, even if you look at somebody's body language, that's when you know you got a good liar, pathological liar, something like that, where they don't show no signs in their body language or their physical, but inside is a whole nother person.
I think it's disrespectful if people in the background ad-lib. And I say that to say this, because if I curse one of them out, they're going to be upset. So I ask that you just tell your tribe. Yeah, to keep it between me and you, because the next time somebody get fly, I'm gonna violate their ass, especially Rambo, with his premature baby sleeping in a tent having ass. And so niggas better shut the fuck up. Yeah, it is. And so niggas better shut the fuck up. Whoever that was, Rambo Musa, with his deadbeat father leaving in Babylon, hurt.
You see how you could tell he was emotional because he was warning them that he wasn't going to do it. But when you talk about it and you mention it and you manifest it out your mouth, then your emotions have a bigger gateway to exceed past the level of containing it. And now he's exposing himself by going off on these people. I mean, saying some of the stuff he's saying, shit, I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I don't know none of these people. But damn, you just showed us you got emotional. You heated right now.
Come on, you're being negative now. You're being negative.
They being negative. So tell them to be quiet. Tell them to be quiet. Tell them to be quiet. Tell them to be. Okay, that's right. Tell them to. Okay, tell them to calm down. Tell them to calm down. Tell them to. I don't mind talking to you, but all that extra shit,
everybody chill.
You're not doing that. That's not what we're doing. Because we don't get out of pocket.
Nobody say nothing. Nobody chill. Just chill. We just want to get to the.
All right, you could listen. You could continue. So my point is this.
No. Can you turn it?
He can't continue because he knows that the stuff that he was bringing out was false. He's trying to change the subject. That was him trying to change the subject there. And now he's trying to say, you know what? Now you can go. Like his point just goes back in the wind. That's crazy. This dude is a mastermind at manipulating people. Talking about people say that Nature Boy is a mastermind. Jeez, both these dudes must be incredible.
Picture around. Can you turn the picture back around, please?
Can you let me go? I'm going to turn the picture around. Is you going to give me time to flip through these images and show you what you said?
Oh, you okay.
Okay. Now I'm pulling them up so I can have them side by side because apparently I don't got enough time to flip through these. Now right here,
we was reading the first one.
Yeah. She said she was 16.
Okay. And she said, she said, my Babylon age is 16, and this is my Instagram page. I said, okay, I don't do the underage thing, reflection. I know my enemy's trap. Thanks for professing the kingdom. Keep going.
Now, this is you talking to her from Ileana. Now, I'm asking you a question. This is you talking to her from Ileana page? Because this not your page.
No, this is me talking to her from my page.
No, it's not, motherfucker. It's excuse my language. I shouldn't have went there.
Hold up,
Listen.
You see the emotion? You see the emotion inside of this boy. The dude is emotional. He's good at lying to people in their face without showing the emotion physically. He's like a lawyer. As soon as he gets one type of other hand, motherfucker, you see that shit?
Listen, I gotta calm down. Because this not your page.
No, this is me talking to her from my page.
No, it's not, motherfucker. It's excuse my language. I shouldn't have went there. Listen. I gotta calm down. Look at the screen, Nature Boy. It say Eliana. This is not your page.
That's Eliana's page. That's Eliana. She posted that. She posted that on her page. On her page, she posted that picture.
Damn, young Pharaoh is one dumb motherfucker, dude. All that energy, all that boasting that he's doing, like he's doing something. Literally, the girl took the pictures of whatever they was DMing it, but she posted it on her page, and this nigga went get all rah with him, man. That is crazy. Y'all got a peep game, dude. Is Nature Boy is smashing young Pharaoh right now? What is going on?
That's my inbox. She posted that on her page. Can you please relax? Stay calm.
Okay, so this is my point.
All right.
This is my point. This is my point.
Picture?
You didn't post. This is my point. This is my point. You didn't post these receipts. She sent. This is my point. She sent you this. Listen, this is my point. She sent you. Okay, listen. No, Ileana posted them and took them down. Ileana posted them and took them down. They're not even up no more. So this is my point.
I posted them. Everybody posted them. We all.
So why y'all take them? Why y'all take them down?
Because it's nothing. Because we already proved it wrong. We don't want to have that.
No, you didn't. Okay, that's cool. Now let me ask you a question. Would you be willing to unblock her on WhatsApp so that she can scroll through y'all WhatsApp messages?
Absolutely.
All right.
She's not blocked. She's not blocked. I can show you my WhatsApp.
Okay.
I can clearly show you my WhatsApp.
Listen.
Notice when a person is defeated, they say, okay. I ain't got nothing else to say. You got me wrapped up.
If that messages.
Absolutely.
All right.
She's not blocked. She's not blocked. I can show you my WhatsApp.
Okay.
I can clearly show you my WhatsApp.
Listen, if that's your defense, and the people fine with that, cool. We don't gotta dwell here. And what I will say is this.
Peep game. He didn't even go to his original text message that he wanted to show Nature Boy in the first place, because the whole thing unraveled from the beginning. And now he wants to. Now he's changing the subject, saying, "You know what? Let the people decide." Because you just got worked, homie. I'm part of the people. I'm letting you know you just got worked, young Pharaoh. That's sad, bro.
Okay, because I'm having a problem with the disease existing in the mind thing because Mama Dia did die from her illness.
All right, wait. Before we transition to it, before we just switch out to another thing. Okay, so let's deal with one thing at a time. So now we talked about the HIV and seborrheic dermatitis, right? Seborrheic dermatitis, 5% of the population, which is 16 million people, have the condition of seborrheic dermatitis, which means that that's not, and not 85 to 95 of those people are HIV positive. It did not mean that. It meant that 85 to 95% of patients with HIV are shown to have seborrheic
correct, because seborrheic dermatitis is an early and common skin manifestation in HIV patients.
Right, because of stress.
So think about what you're saying. Because you're not thinking. Think about what you're saying. Just pause and think, nature boy. Think about what you're saying. Listen, if seborrheic dermatitis is an early and common skin manifestation in HIV patients, and 85 to 95% of patients with HIV have seborrheic dermatitis, and you have seborrheic dermatitis, and you also confirm that you've had interactions with multiple sexual partners who
I never said that. I never said
that. Yes, you did.
Okay, then let's address that now. Let's address that.
Okay, I'm going to you saying that right now. I'm literally going to you saying that right now.
Let's go there.
Okay.
Also, pull up the video of me saying that I let my son play with my penis. I'm trying to create an understanding here, and I appreciate you doing this. I appreciate you sitting down talking to me to create.
See, I could tell why the young people love young Pharaoh, man. He's just like them, like simple-minded. He'll have a lot of Google research and a lot of scientific numbers and big words that people never heard of. But the brother is simple-minded, man. And Nature Boy ain't no different. They both simple-minded, but you could just tell young Pharaoh laughing, and he's just that goofy, immature, smart kid that people want to be like, and he just manipulates people just to believe that he actually has something to really say. Like, the knowledge is not even there. Like, what the hell is this stuff that's going on?
The understanding about things that are misunderstood. There are things that are misunderstood. Please pull it up.
I'm going to pull it up. Wait a minute. I'm going to this video and you saying that you... Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to make it quicker. Oh, here it go right here. Okay, I got it. So this is you right here. This is you. You said... Okay, let me give you the whole rap. You made a post in 2015. You said, did you know that HIV was a hoax? This person commented on your post. They said, I hope I'm perfectly fine. I mean, I feel fine. You responded and said, no need to hope. It was a hoax. Do the research. The info is all over the web. And I personally have unprotected sex with so-called positive people and never was positive and have 2 beautiful, healthy children. So now
hold up. Go back.
Damn. Now you gotta give a point to young Pharaoh right there. That shit was kind of nasty. The man said I had sex with positive people. Oh shit. Oh man.
Go back, because you just read it. I said what?
I personally have unprotected sex with so-called positive people and never was positive and have 2 beautiful, healthy children.
Okay. Now, what I was saying to that person, because I have put up let me explain to you what was going on. Let me explain what was going on.
I ain't saying shit.
Back in, can you go back? Can you go back? What was the date on that? 3 years ago, right? That was 3 years ago. You see 3 wide? 2015. Now, listen. What I was trying to do was help people look into being false positive. This is what
All right, hold on. Let's take a little second right here. In the beginning, young Pharaoh says he has the dermatitis condition because he has HIV that's getting close to AIDS, right? And those are supposed to be the beginning symptoms of having HIV and AIDS and stuff like that, as young Pharaoh states. But that was 3 years ago. He was talking about this. So wouldn't that dermatitis stuff be a whole lot worse than what it is now if it was really HIV since 3 years ago? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I was doing from where I'm so that you can understand where I was coming from, so people can understand where I was coming from. So this person was, people were in fear about HIV. The truth is that in my mind, I had sex with a lot of people, right? So I was telling them, I never knew that somebody's HIV positive and had sex with them. Never did I ever know that. Ever. That was positive. I was trying to help make that person feel.
But why would you say you did? Why would
because
you say
I was trying to help that person, make them feel like, yo, like, relax. Because at the end of the day, they was listen,
but do you understand?
Listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. My intent was to calm that person down. It was people coming to me about it. I was like, listen, relax. Because this is what I knew. That HIV, just because you test positive for HIV does not mean that you have a deficit. It means that you have an immune system that's going against itself. Now, HIV does not exist itself. That's what I was teaching. I was teaching this a long time ago. HIV is a hoax. What they're testing you for are P24 proteins. P24 proteins are natural proteins in the body that occur, right? When under stress, the P24 protein actually in the antigen, they're looking for HIV antigens, right? And they're looking for P24. If you look at the testing process, when you go get an HIV test, they pull your blood. They're not looking for HIV. They're looking for a protein inside your blood, and they're counting the numbers of those proteins to consider if you're positive or negative. Now, there are people that test positive one time, and because they change their lifestyle and they live a healthy lifestyle. This is how Dr. Sebi was able to heal people with HIV, because he was able to bring them to a lifestyle that was in tune with nature and that brought their P24 levels down. And then they took another test and it was negative. When your P24 levels are down and the HIV antibodies, which they have tagged HIV antigens, are at a lower level, you will have what is called, it will be undetectable. Which means just because you tested negative don't mean that you can't test positive next time if you're not in a stressful environment that's making you produce the proteins P24 that are at a certain level. So what I was doing in that, and I make, like I said, man, I got a big heart. Sometimes I said that, but at the end of the day, that's not what actually happened. Just like when I said, I let my son play with my penis. It was out of a good intent and it came out wrong. That's not what I was trying, and y'all using that against me, but I want you to understand what I meant when I said that. It does not mean, because I was a stripper before. Shit, I had sex with a lot of people. Do you think everybody out there that y'all had sex with somebody that had HIV virus, or what they would call the HIV virus in them, which is just an imbalance between the hormones in your body? Do you think out of all the people that you had sex with that you came encounter with someone that might have been HIV positive?
Can I answer that?
If you had sex, let me finish what I'm saying and I'll give it to you. If you had sex with one person, you have had sex with everybody that's been sexually active. What I'm saying is that HIV is inside, the potential to have HIV is inside of every one of us. It has nothing to do with a sexual transmission. It has everything to do with your P24 levels. And if you are highly stressed, then these things, if you're in a stressful environment, if you're a person that overthinks, if you're just in Babylon, you're more likely to produce these antigens that they call HIV antigens, which means that this is why you have patients, HIV patients. The reason why they have HIV patients is because they're not saying you have AIDS, they're saying you have HIV, which is the potential to have AIDS. AIDS is the immune deficiency disease. What they're saying to you is, we need to look at your blood, we need to look at and keep a counter on your blood, because your immune system might attack itself when the P24 levels are at this level. That's what they're saying when you test positive. The HIV test never can test for HIV because HIV doesn't exist. HIV is a theory that you have proteins in your body that are triggered from a response, a stress response. Each and every human being on this earth has a different stress response. You might have a stress response that might give you a heartbeat. That is your immune system's way of having a stress response. It doesn't mean that you need to go to a doctor and take medicine. The pharmaceutical companies are making money off these medicines and actually giving you more diseases. Anytime you take a medicine that's giving you another disease which is a symptom, then you're taking another disease. And these medicines are deteriorating the true health of people. Instead of people changing their lifestyle, getting in tune with nature, eating right, being in tune, as we do here in Carbonation, people were going to test negative, or people are going to test positive because of stressful environments. And every human being on this planet has a stress response. Their body has a stress response. And that stress response can come out in any form. It could be a positive test of HIV. Shit. If you take a flu shot, the flu shot can make you test positive in HIV. If you test a dog and the dog is under stress, that dog can test positive, or a cat can test positive, because they're not testing you for HIV. They're testing you for the proteins and what they call the HIV antigens.
Could you do me a favor? Listen, bring me back, because me keep flipping my screen made my screen froze. So I'm literally like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm finna just X out and bring me right back in.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to understand that. I'm bringing back in. I want you to understand that. I believe I've made comments and statements that against me, that are being used against me, but people don't know what I'm saying. You hear me?
Alright. Yeah, you just said, listen, you said they not testing.
All right, so what I did was I put out a challenge. Wait, you gotta turn your background down.
It's loud.
It's the echo.
I'm gonna go out and come back in. I don't know what the fuck going on. Hold on.
What I did was I created a challenge for young Pharaoh and anybody else to prove to me that the HIV virus itself existed, but it's no HIV virus. They're literally testing you for, what they're testing you for is literally these proteins. And you can look it up. And you can look it up for yourself. It's all over the internet. When you take an HIV test, the ELISA test, can you pull up the disclaimer? When you take the HIV test, they are not looking for HIV, and this is the problem. People don't understand this. This is the ELISA test that you can pull it back out. This is the ELISA test kit disclaimer. The ELISA test kit disclaimer. I'm gonna pull you in. I'll pull you in, Pharaoh. This is the ELISA test disclaimer. The ELISA test disclaimer says this. It says at ELISA test, when you go get yourself tested, no one asks the question of how they're doing this. What are they testing for? We just believe in HIV because they put it on the media. But the truth about it is the ELISA test says right here. This is the disclaimer inside the insert. When you have the test, it says it's online. At present, there is no recognized standard for establishing the presence or absence of HIV-1 antibodies in the human blood. And what that means is that they're not looking for HIV. You can pull up what they're looking for. That when you go get an HIV test, I'm going to show you what they're looking for. They're not looking for HIV. They're looking for potentials for AIDS, which means that a potential for your immune system to be weak enough. This is why Dr. Sebi was able to heal HIV. The antigens, this is what they're looking for. If you just Google, what do they look for in an HIV test? They're looking for antibodies, antigen combined tested. They can detect HIV as soon as 20 days. They call it HIV as a scenario, but it's not HIV. It's actually these HIV antigens. It's a protein that they're looking for the protein is called P24. That's a part of the.
Do you know what an antigen is?
Absolutely, we can pull it up for you.
No, don't pull it up. Don't pull it up. Tell me off the top of your head right now. What is an antigen?
Antigens are natural stress responses to the body. So the body's having.
No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not an antigen.
What is an antigen?
An antigen is a toxin or a foreign substance introduced to the body that invokes a response in the immune system, and that would be HIV. That would be HIV. Okay?
Okay, so listen.
So you don't even know what an antigen is.
Listen, I'm going to pull it up for you right now. Listen. This is what I'm saying.
You should know off your head. You shouldn't have to.
Okay, but I'm telling you.
Look at some young Pharaoh going by semantics now. All because he didn't really know something off the top of his head, which he's about to prove if he did or not. But the fact that he couldn't do it off the top of his head, now all the rest of his information is must be flawed, even though he's been pulling up the sources and whatever else he needs to pull up. These are the tactics of someone who is losing people. Look at the game. If you got the truth and you're winning, all you gotta do is just put out the information instead of semantics and attacking ad hominems, whatever the case may be.
If you're teaching medical science, you should know off the top of your dome. So
okay, so listen, I don't have to know.
This means you do have to know. You do have to know. You do have to know.
Okay, so this is what we're doing right here. Look, an antigen is something that is a substance specifically bound by antibodies in the T lymphocytes, antigen receptors. So you have these antigens in your being. You have natural antigens in your being, and you have
no. There's no such thing as a natural antigen.
All right, so listen, everything is...
No. You can't. We're not just going to act like you didn't just say it. There's no such thing as a natural antigen. An antigen is a toxin or a foreign substance introduced to the body that evokes
all right, so let me ask you this. So
how can you have a natural foreign substance?
Wait. That's not what I'm saying. Listen. And this is the thing about me.
No,
right? Okay. Listen, I've been talking fast. Listen.
That was a good point, Pharaoh. Good point.
An antigen can be a trigger that's something that the body creates from stress. Did you understand that? Okay, so say if you're breathing in a chemical at your job, right? Your body is breathing in this chemical and now creates an antigen or an antigen.
No, because the chemical would be the antigen.
Exactly, in your body. That's what I'm saying.
No, you said breathing in a chemical. The chemical that you're breathing in.
The chemical in your body creates an antigen. It's a response.
You said your body creates an antigen.
Listen, the chemical gets inside your body. Your body in the chemical creates an antigen. It's a response. It's a response.
No. You don't know what an antigen is, Nature Boy. You don't know what an antigen is. You should not be speaking on. And the reason I say that is because it is. And I had to actually write down what you were saying because you were saying a lot. So let me just double back real quick. Now I'm gonna go in the order. I'm gonna go in the order of what you said. Now according to the screenshot that I just showed, you said that you had sex with
wait, hold on. How you gonna switch the subject?
I'm not switching the subject.
I got it up right here.
No.
I'm about to teach you something because you said you know what antigen is.
Come on, Nature Boy, you're yelling. Calm down.
Okay.
I wrote down.
Antigens are targeted.
Listen, calm down, bro. I'm talking. Come on, let me have it. I'm talking. I wrote down everything you said, and I'm just answering it in the order in which you said it. I'm not changing the subject. I have a look. Let me show you. I have a whole note. I'm talking. Come on, let me have it. I'm talking. I wrote down.
All right, people. It says sometimes antigens are part of the host itself in an autoimmune disease. That just shows you that Nature Boy said was actually true. That is sometimes a part of the host with the autoimmune.
Everything you said, and I'm just answering it in the order in which you said it. I'm not changing the subject. I have a look. Let me show you. I have a whole notepad over here.
All right, can we stay on antigens right now, please?
Listen. Let me go. Let me talk. I'm answering the question. And so with that being said, okay, you said that you had. We're gonna go in the order of what you said. First, you said that HIV does not exist. Okay, and so first of all, thanks to technology, okay, they have they have cells, okay, being infected by HIV cells right here on camera. And so if HIV does not exist, okay, it would be impossible for they to be filming this process taking place within somebody.
If you ask young Pharaoh what those cells' names are, I bet you couldn't tell you.
Body. And so this process, this video is only 30 seconds. I'm going to show you. Here you see the green infected HIV cell, okay? And it's infecting. Oh, I'm not done. Let me go. It's infecting the other
cell.
And so, wait a minute. I'm not. Let me go. Let me rock. And so, now the reason that this is important is because.
No, wait. You just said something. Wait, let me address that. Oh, you running. Pharaoh,
you do what I did. You do what I did.
Can you hear now?
You straight.
Okay, we straight. Yeah.
All right, now listen. The point I was making was this, right? Not only did we just see HIV infecting cells on camera, Okay, we have video camera evidence to this. I'm still going down my list of things you said.
Can you tell me?
Wait. Let me go down my list, Nature Boy. You can write down what I'm saying and rebut like I did to you. That's how a proper dialogue goes. Not only did I show video camera evidence, right? You said that you had a lot of sex when you was in Atlanta. Now, did you know that Atlanta HIV rates are like that of a third world country? And so the reason I'm saying that is that there's a high probability.
This is getting real pseudo, man. This is why they call him pseudo Pharaoh, man. Young pseudo. Because now you're doing just hearsay, she say, trying to piece this reaching. You know how they say when they be battling, man? Dude, the brother is reaching hard.
Oh, just like you, I'm not done. Listen, there's a high probability that you yourself could have came in sexual contact with somebody with HIV. Now, by you saying, listen, I'm not done. I didn't cut you off. Let me finish. You said that you don't believe in HIV. Now, the president of South Africa also refused to accept medical evidence of HIV. And guess what? 300,000 people died. And so now here's the point. Here's my point right here, right before I go.
Can I respond to that?
You can respond when I'm done. I wrote down. Listen, Nation Boy, be fair. I wrote down everything you said, and I'm responding.
Son, I want to respond to this.
Okay, then have patience. According to facts, the fact that the HIV in Atlanta can be compared to that of a third world country. The fact that we just saw HIV breaking down sales, and the fact that you're not the only person to ever deny, okay, that HIV exists, but a president of South Africa did, and 300,000 of his people died. And so if the president of South Africa allowed 300,000 people to die due to not believing in the existence of HIV, is it not logical to say that you could be doing the same thing here? And I'm gonna say that. I say that to say this. You said when they test for HIV, okay, that they tested for stress. No, they're not. They're testing your T cell count. They're testing to see the decrease in your T cells. And as we just see HIV attacking the cells in the body, guess what it does? It attacks T cells. It attacks CD4. Wait. Nature boy. Turn the camera back to you. Do me a favor. Cause we intellectuals, right? Turn away from the computer and deal with me off the top of the dome.
I'm on.
Deal with me. Deal with me.
You're saying that.
Notice he's saying that as a tactical way to say I'm smarter than you, but that doesn't mean that you actually have all the facts. It means that you have a better way of bringing out the information and have a better manipulative voice. Because if you're scared of somebody on the computer actually pulling up the facts instead of just talking off the top of your head, then you are scared of the truth. That's just honest. He just told everybody in the world that he doesn't want to see the actual facts. Don't bring up the facts. Don't bring up no sources. Talk to me off the head. Isn't that what Christians do? Christians don't want to hear no facts, no history about what's really going on. They just want to hear what's in your heart, what's in your mind. Tell me what the truth. Tell me what's in your brain. What are your thoughts? And they run from the facts. That's what he's doing.
That's not true. Deal with me off the top of the dome. If you know what you're talking about, you don't need that computer. I'm not old.
You're pulling up the computer. You just pulled up the computer.
I'm in my email. No,
you pulled up the computer about South Africa.
Look, Nature.
That's a fact. He just pulled up the South Africa, the Atlanta HIV. He the one who started off with the WebMD dermatologist stuff and all the AIDS and all that stuff on the computer. He did all of that stuff. He started off with the sources, but the thing is, his research game is obviously very flawed compared to Nature Boys, because Nature Boys is actually smashing Young Pharaoh on this. This is pretty sad here. It's getting really, really bad.
Boy, I'm not Googling facts. Like, I'm not Googling definitions. I'm Googling articles. I'm not Googling definitions.
Okay, but you said something that's going against what they're testing for.
No, I'm talking about when it.
Notice he says he's Googling articles, but not definitions. So when you want to define words, it doesn't really matter to Young Pharaoh. You can say what you want because you got to go by you can't go by the definition. It's all about whatever the articles say. So whatever the media puts out, whatever Jewish media puts out, he believes. He goes by what the oppressor thinks. That's it. That's it.
Comes to definitions of medical sciences, turn away from the computer because we're getting ready to talk about antigens right now, and I want you to turn away from the computer.
Hey.
He wants you to turn away from the computer because whatever he says, he doesn't want you to fact check that. He doesn't want you to check those facts and make sure whatever he's saying is right. He wants to give you all that lip service, all that work like a salesman. That shit's crazy, boy.
Turn away from the computer, Nature Boy.
No, I want you to address this first. You said that.
Listen, I know what that says off the top of my dome. I know what it says off the top of my dome.
So you said they're checking for T cells.
Turn away from the computer and deal with me off the top of the dome, Nature Boy.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay, turn away.
You're not going to let me get it. You're not going to let me go. Go ahead.
Turn. Put your back to the computer.
No. Go ahead.
Are y'all really not noticing this? Come on, y'all got to comment and let me know how y'all feel about this. The brother is scared as hell of the computer. He is scared as hell of these facts. This is crazy.
Hey, bro, go ahead.
Can you put your back to the computer?
No.
Why you can't put your back to the computer?
Because I'm listening to you. I'm right here.
Yeah, but
why is young Pharaoh so scared of the computer? It's only the information highway. It's only the way that you can fact check yourself. Why are you so scared?
I don't want you Googling while I'm talking.
Go ahead. You talk. Go ahead, talk.
But deal with me off the dome. Don't.
He doesn't want you fact checking while he's talking.
Don't Google while we talk.
I'm listening to you. I'm right here.
Yeah, but I don't want you Googling while I'm talking.
Come on, family.
Go ahead. You talk. Go ahead, talk.
But deal with me off the dome. Don't Google while we talk.
You just use the computer though.
And then you go on an article, not definitive topics. Now let me.
He literally said he put up an article, not definitive topics. So he doesn't want to be definitive. He doesn't want to be exact. He doesn't want to be 100% fact. He doesn't want to be in the truth. He wants to talk and bullshit you. And that's why all these people subscribe to his channel, because majority of people in the world just loves bullshit. Damn, man. People just fall for anything.
You're trying to limit my.
They're counting the depletion rate of your T cells, and they're counting the depletion rate of your CD4 cells. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know the healthy range of the average human being in regards to what is healthy or what is not healthy in regards to a proper CD4 cell count? Yes or no?
Say it again. I was busy.
Do you know? Turn away from Google. This is the question. Do you know what the average human range in regards to their CD4 cell count should be? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So if you don't know the average range,
okay.
I'm not done. What is it?
1 to 400.
That's wrong. No, that's AIDS. Listen, don't Google. We talking.
He's so scared of the truth.
No, don't Google. The average cell rate in regards to what is healthy and unhealthy.
Also, we got to understand the tactics of a mindless freak as this guy. When somebody tells you not to focus on the facts, get away from the computer, and not fact check them, it's also because they only want to talk about something that they actually have knowledge on. They want to put you in a box that you probably haven't studied as much, but they definitely know for a fact. That's what they're trying to get you on. So that's why he doesn't want to go to any other angle, but he wants to direct the conversation because he actually knows about this. But everything else, he obviously didn't know because it was just terrible.
Healthy is 700 to 1,500. You're considered to have AIDS once your CD4 rate drops to 200 and below. Seborrheic dermatitis comes into play once your CD4 rate drops from anywhere between 450 to 550. So with that being said, you don't know what you're talking about. And this proves that you don't know how they're testing for HIV because you don't even know the range. You don't even know the range that they test for it in. So
that's because I never been HIV positive.
We're dealing with this.
That's because I never was an HIV patient.
I'm gonna end now and I'm gonna give it back to you. Now, when you said an antigen, right? The body does not create antigens. Okay? The immune system responds to antigens. Now we're not Googling. Oh, exactly. Now, but you said the body creates antigens. That's not a fact. An antigen is a toxin or a foreign substance introduced to the body that invokes a response in the immune system. So keywords: foreign, and introduced. So if HIV, okay, is taking over cells and depleting T cells and CD4 cells and affecting.
Good point. Good point. But it sounds like both of them are right. Introduced and foreign and response. Keyword response.
The body, and it's foreign to the body, and it's invoking a response in the immune system.
That's exactly what actually Nature Boy said. You breathe in the chemical at the job, and that chemical gets inside your body, and the response of your body is to the antigen or something like that.
Okay, how can it be created from inside the body? This is just like breathing in an airborne disease. It's called a pathogen. Your body can't produce a pathogen. You have to breathe a pathogen in. So we're talking about medical science here. We're not dealing with Google no more. We talking about we coming from.
But you can find all that on Google, right?
Respond and don't.
And you find on Google. You're not gonna listen. First of all, I did not limit your response in the debate to any form of information. I let you get all forms of information to pull.
You went to Google
Listen
first.
to what I'm saying.
Listen
to what I'm saying.
You went to Google.
Listen to what I'm saying. Just because you can remember everything off the top of your head from Google, and I might not.
I got a medical book over here. I go pull it out right now.
Okay.
I got a medical book. I got a medical science.
Everybody has medical books, some type of medical book. I got one sitting over here collecting dust. Does that mean I'm a doctor?
Let me say this to you.
So we reading.
Now I want to respond. Let me respond. No.
Is the internet audio only? Is Google audio only? Because last time I checked, he read it off the screen.
For one, you're right. An antigen is something that's a foreign substance that comes into the body, but we have antigens. We have antigen response antibodies. We have antigen response in our immune system. We have antigen response. This is what I was saying to you. We have antigen response. What is it called? Fucking.
Yo, ask him.
Receptors. Listen, I don't remember. My mind. This HIV thing is not something I store in my mind. But the things that are important to me are not the things.
Young Pharaoh is so easy to peep game. Oh my gosh, man. This is terrible, man. He is so scared of actual factual knowledge. The brother came and asked another brother what was another word. If the brother was wrong but giving him the receptors word, and he could have just said, no, that's bullshit or something like that. But just because he doesn't want to make it seem like he can't do it on his own, is trying to hurt his debate. You know what I'm saying?
You teaching on it.
I don't put a lot of stuff in my mind.
You don't know why.
Let me finish talking. Listen. And with my mind, I prioritize what's important and what's not important. This is not that important to me, so I don't really hold all this knowledge in my mind because, first of all, this is a weird-ass topic, and at the end of the day, when it comes
How are you a master teacher then? How are you a master teacher if you don't know?
I'm a master teacher because I can pull it up. I don't store this stuff in my mind. I don't store it in my filter.
You a master teacher because you can pull it up. Do you hear what you just said?
That's right. I mean, I'm a master teacher.
All the master teachers can pull it up. That's why they got books. That's why they got libraries. That's why you have books. That's why you got a medical book, because you want to be a master teacher. What does a master teacher do? They can prove it by books, or in this day and age, we prove it by the internet and books, both.
I can pull it out. Any master teacher, I don't care who it was. They can
so
pull.
if you a master teacher, you can pull it up on Google. And
you're not gonna remember everything in your motherfucking mind. I can remember certain things about certain things in my mind, but I'm not remembering everything. So at the end of the day, a master teacher can pull that shit up and show you what's the research behind it. Now,
so if you don't know what you're talking about, why you teaching on it?
Let me finish. You cutting me off now. You gotta show discipline to your people. All right. So the answer.
Back to the laughing again. Look at him here. They had that long wipe across his face because he knows that he's putting on an act to make it seem like he's not getting his ass whooped on it in an intellectual debate right now. But it's coming across the whole screen, bro.
Receptors, that's what they call it. They're called receptors, are in your body already. All right? So when
my phone, listen. My battery, bro. My battery just said it's on 20%. I don't want you to think listen. I'm a screenshot this right now so you see my battery.
No, it's okay. I already know how your battery is. We already know how your battery is.
I'm screenshotting though because I don't got time.
I want.
You like to get the acting. I don't want my phone to die and you act like I hung up or anything. So I'm gonna tell you what. We can even continue this dialogue if you want to, but what would you like to end this dialogue in saying?
Okay.
Running. He was so happy when he saw that 20% battery, boy. He was running.
Now pull up something from me. Pull up.
No. We not Googling. We dealing with
Listen,
this.
you can't stop me from using Google or any research to debate you on anything that I'm saying. You can't.
Yes, I can, bro. You can't.
He is so scared of facts. He wants wordplay. You know, smooth words.
Can't do
In a
that
real
because
debate,
we're debating the knowledge. We're debating knowledge that we all found on Google.
No, I got.
Bro, even if you got the
found on
books,
Google.
even if the books are on Google. The books you
Bro,
get the books on Google.
how are you teaching on things that you have no knowledge
Listen,
of?
you're pulling everything that you have on. Bro, even if you got the
on
books,
Google.
even if the books are on Google.
The books are on Google, people. Don't fall for this. Oh, you got that Google research bullshit, man. There's definitely way more information found in books, but you can still get the same books online or something like that, man. Come on, man.
The books you get the books on Google.
How are you teaching on things that you have no knowledge of?
Listen, you're pulling everything that you have on me off the internet.
Look,
everything you have. Everything you don't have a book on me. You're pulling everything that you have on me off the internet.
Look at my tab. I don't got shit up. I don't got shit up.
Look at the tabs. You got wild tabs open. Everything you got about